What's up, everybody? Tommy Har with the Real Side of Real Estate, and in today's video I'm checking in on 3 fix and flip projects that are supposed to be done. So we're going to check and see if they are, and if not, we're going to figure out how to fix them and give you some of the real side of real estate and some of the things that go into checking up on projects. So this house right here is actually one of our TV houses. So one of the houses that we did for our show, really nice house, but we've had some hiccups. So in this property, we had to rush to finish it because there's a timeline that's associated with flipping, but also with TV shows. And we need a new septic and we need a new well. And we need an easement between the two properties, so us and the neighbor here. And it was taking too long, so we had to finish this house with no water and no running sewer. So it was a hard thing. If you guys follow my Instagram, you saw I was up all night one day finishing it. So we finished for the show, it looked great, but we then got to come back and actually get it ready for the market. So kind of two different things here. So get that question a lot now. Well, is shooting a TV show the same? Is it real? It's definitely very real. They're my houses, I own them, where they look great, but at the end of the day, sometimes the real estate side is going to hold you up. So not having a septic system here, so I can't put it on the market yet. So as we started to walk through this house in our final walkthrough, I noticed that the drywall throughout the house looked just absolutely terrible. So we came through, and I can show you guys the place. I mean, you guys can see it. Move some of this stuff away out of here. Maybe turn some lights on. HVAC's working great today. Got this all taped up. All right, here we go. So, house is done. Beautiful, beautiful house. And we did this with no water. No water, we had to do all new drywall. So our team made it happen, but now I'm having my guys come back because my drywall team, honestly, they dropped the ball on this one. So it was existing drywall. So we're coming through and we're remudding pretty much everything to get it to the market. Now, for most people it would have been good enough. But at the end of the day, in order to sell a property in this market right now where it's a little bit tougher, the quality has to be good, the finishes have to be good. So this is gonna be a $325,000 list price. We've got 42-inch cabinets, uppers, we got beautiful hood, stainless steel package. Me and my brother actually partnered on this one. We bought it for 61 grand. We're gonna put 160 in. We'll sell it for hopefully 330, hopefully make 70 grand. But with the well and septic not being able to be dug yet, we have time to make it perfect. So as you can see, my drywaller has come through. Now we need to paper our floors and make sure that they don't ruin anything, but he skim coated pretty much everything here. And my project manager, who's working on all the TV houses, busting his ass right now, he's like, hey Tom, can you stop by this house and make sure that they're drywalling what is necessary? So I don't just come to these houses just to show you guys shit. I actually am here usually for a purpose. So we got to redo this. So this was a accent wall that's not lined up perfectly. This wall here, I wish you could see all the blue tape that I did before, but this wall looked just absolutely terrible. Dings everywhere, nail pops. It was really bad. So I'm making sure they're hitting all the spots that we wanted in this house. Up here, this whole line, you could see a drywall seam, but it looks like he's actually doing everything we need to do here. Let me turn these lights on. I always forget to leave lights. But, I mean, you guys can see, house is cool. Primary suite right here. This used to be an old garage. They converted it before we bought it. It actually also had a drop down. So we raised the floors from here to here. This layout we completely changed. I'll give you guys a layout walkthrough here in a second of what it was to what it is now. And you can also, if you guys want to see us really flip houses, I mean, obviously there's different aspects to watching a YouTube video than a TV show. If you want real entertainment, it's gonna be funny, it's gonna be cool ass rehabs, watch our TV show coming out in the spring. It's gonna be on A&E, it's gonna be zombie house flipping, family business, I believe the name is gonna be. tile work, bathroom's fire.
I like this bathroom.
Like, just the designs we did in these houses are different. They're very, very cool. Drywall in this bathroom was actually pretty good. So we're gonna let him rock here. But, huh?
That marble floor?
Yeah, it might actually be marble. The thing is, the thing about this show too is it's opened my eyes to stepping out of the box a little bit too. So some people would say it's over rehabbing, but sometimes it's important to rehab a little bit more to make your houses stand out. So we just had a house that we listed for $469,000. It doesn't even really comp out to that. We got an offer for $505,000, 35 grand over ask, because the finishes were so nice. So sometimes it's important in certain areas to do that. And if you want to have your renovations stand out, you want to have more showings, sometimes you do that. Now, I'm not saying overspend. Now, you might with some of these materials, but hopefully you get it back. But this is not finished as we put into a rental property. It's only in a fix and flip. All right. This all looks good. So the drywall. So the layout before, there used to be a wall right here. So we put a LVL beam in this ceiling, and there was also a bedroom right here. So this wall went from here, and there was like a little opening here for a door. So this was a bedroom here. There used to be a water bed right here. It was nasty. So we ripped out the wall. We took the kitchen from back here. This hallway was never here. This bathroom was. So the kitchen was in this. There was never a door here either. So the kitchen was all in the back corner here. Where we were at in the primary bedroom, you used to be able to walk down to the basement here and then into the primary. So we framed it off, and now your basement access is in through the living room, and now your layout feels more normal. So we did this house in extreme favor because the layout was shitty before. We created this closet. Yeah, honestly, my drywaller, he understood the assignment. He's doing good. Yeah, when I came here and saw all the drywall, I was furious because the TV guys and girls wanted us to be done in like 2 days. So the way we're doing is we're doing our final inspection, then we're doing our open house in 2 days after that. So we're gonna find all these issues and we gotta fix them, and we're racing against the clock. So like when we say that on the show, it's actually real. I was here literally all night with my team drywalling the upstairs to get it ready. Bathroom. I mean, this place is amazing.
I love these floors.
Yeah, this tile right here is in my house, my primary. This house is gonna be $300,000. So like, did we over rehab this house? Sure, but is it sick? Yes. And then upstairs, I think we said he didn't have to touch upstairs, but let's see. Was that a dirty diaper?
Nah.
Is it a booty?
Yeah, it looked like it.
Okay. Okay. Upstairs, this is where we had to fix a lot of stuff. So I think he maybe did a little bit of mudding. The paint's flashing up here, but overall, I'm okay with this up here. It was really bad before. The main concept of this video is, when are you ready to get to the market? So the first thing you need to do is have a third party, unbiased or even biased, person come in and punch you out. So make sure you have a realtor or somebody that can come through and blue tape with you, because you need to you got to remember that when a buyer comes through, when you put your house on the market, when it's fresh on the market, that's the best, that's the quickest time to get it off the market, is to find a buyer. And when they come in and it looks like shit because you rushed it to the market, or you thought that skipping some corners here and there would be great, no, they're going to see it and they already have their guard up thinking, hey, you know, this is a house, somebody flipped this house. And flippers, I don't know if you guys know this, don't have a great reputation because they put lipstick, a lot of them put lipstick on pigs. Not because, like, some do it on purpose, but some just don't know any better. So before you've done a bunch of rehabs, like if you're anything like when I got started, I didn't know fucking anything about houses. I didn't know anything about finish quality. I knew nothing. So it's important to have somebody in your corner, like an agent or somebody along those lines, to help you understand quality. So come blue tape the project, make sure that you're not rushing to the end line, because a house 99% done will sell for way less than a house that's actually 100% done. But there's also a fine line because a house will never be 100% perfect. It's a house. So you got to get it to a point where everybody in there is happy with the final result. And in this house here specifically, I was extremely unhappy with the final result. So drywall looks good. I tell my team that they did the right thing, and we're gonna sand this down. I'm gonna try and cover some of these floors up a little bit. So I'm gonna send that message here, rather just let you guys hear it. Bruce, Mario. Hey, comma, the drywall touch-ups over here at Schwartz look really good, period. Before we sand, comma, let's make sure that we cover the floors and make sure we don't ruin the staging, period. I think they said that they are going to remove the staging for the time being, period.
I think what I like about what you do is like you are obviously furious with the work, not just because the TV it was going to be seen on TV. You didn't want your shit to look terrible on TV, but you're like that even without it being on.
Yeah, I mean, it's at the end of the day. So Rob said most people are like, well, it's gonna be on TV. Of course, you want it to be really nice. Your brand and your name is all you have. So if you start to do a couple rehabs and you maybe use the same agent, like my mom lists all my houses. When Katie Haar lists a house, people know it's probably mine. And when you start to grow, when you start putting yourself out there, like me making YouTube videos, teaching people how to flip, people can be haters, and they're gonna be like, oh, I'm hoping that flip is gonna be terrible. And when they walk in, they see it's fucking beautiful. That's what I like. It's not that what I want, it's what I need. And that's like how you have to run your life and your business. Like, it's the first time and also like, this is the biggest purchase of somebody's life. And you want to make sure that they're extremely happy with it. Like, I've had people that have bought my houses, they'll find me on Instagram a few months or years later and they say, dude, this house is amazing. Now you get the one or two every now that bitch, but hey, if you can provide a good product that you're happy with, another business mantra that we live by is if I can lay my head on the pillow at night and know I did the right thing or did everything in my power to do the right thing, I'm happy. So house number one, bought it for 61 grand, gonna put 160 in, hopefully sell it for 330 or so, split it with my brother. On the TV show, this house was filled with mold. It was probably one of the nastiest houses I've ever been in. Gotta see it. Unbelievable house. Now it looks like a designer house. That's because it is now. And that's how it is. So house number one, checked in. Drywall's looking good. Get this house on the market. Hopefully at the end of the month. We gotta do a new septic, gotta do a new well, clean up the yard. We're off to the next two. So we got a little bit of road time and go from there. So as we roll in the car, I figured I'd give you guys some more content. So I get the question all the time, Tom, how do you raise other people's money for projects like these? So these three houses we're gonna go to for the next, I don't know, hour or so, I don't have a dime of my own money in these deals. So there's two ways that you can raise money. You can even do it to them together for your projects. So the premise of this is if you can be somebody that can find really, really good deals, you can almost always find money. So the people that are going to comment and say, that's not possible, this isn't possible, they've never been in the rooms for people to show them that it's real. You also maybe never have been exposed to it, that it's real. So that was how I was, is I knew, like, I come from a family, we never talked about money, we never talked about any of this stuff. So I just figured, okay, real estate, it's expensive, 20% down, that's the way that it works. It's not the way the investing world works if you don't want it to. Now you can buy houses conventionally, you can buy them with 20% down, you can use your own money, you can do that, but it takes a lot of capital. So if you're somebody watching this video and you're like, Tom, I only got 5, 10, 15, 20 grand in my name, which I can relate with you guys because I only talk about things I've done. And I started my business literally from having zero money. I was a broke college kid. I had jobs here and there, but I never had cash because I was an athlete and I focused on sports my whole life. So I got out of college with no savings and it's like, okay, I want to get into real estate. How is this possible? So I started watching YouTube videos like this and I started watching Bigger Pockets and I started exposing myself to maybe some of the things that I was never taught in college because I also have a finance degree. So the two things that I always heard was private money, which sounded insane, and hard money, which is a little more tangible in the beginning. So private money lending is going to be somebody that you know that is going to lend you cash. Somebody that you know already, or somebody that you're going to meet in the future. So let's talk about the people you already know. So these people are going to be your family members, and don't be those people that are watching the videos like, oh, Tom has family members that are lending to him, he's got it made easy. Don't have a cop out for yourself, because the first lender of mine was not a family member, it was actually a family friend. Her name is Faith. She's a real estate agent. She was my neighbor growing up. So she was in real estate for 20 years, 30 years, and I got obsessed with real estate investing. Like very, very obsessed. All I would talk about to my family. It's all I would talk about when I was out. So she knew from my mom, because they would hang out, maybe play cards or drink or whatever it was, and she'd be like, you know, Tom really has this knack or wants to get into real estate, and she's been in it for a long time, so they just talked about it. So she mentioned to my mom, hey, if Tommy finds something, have him call me. And that's what I did. So like, the first thing is that you need to do is make the decision that you're going to do it and get absolutely obsessed with it. Without that, people, especially if you have no real estate experience, people are not going to know what you do or what you want to do. So telling everybody what you want to do is great. If you're watching this YouTube video, post it on your story saying learning how to raise money from people for my future real estate deals. If you don't know this already, I'm a real estate investor. Nobody knows what you're doing unless you tell them. And I've gotten obsessed with that too. So it'll change your life. All you just gotta do is talk about it. So family and friends, colleagues, the person you sit next to at work, are you telling them what you're learning on the side? Education doesn't stop at school. I mean, it could be, so like at this point now, I've got like my younger brother's friend that was hardly a friend in high school. I just had a conversation with his dad the other day because his son follows me on Instagram, and he told his dad about me, and he followed me on Instagram. So it's all about connections. It's all about talking about what you do. So family, friends, sphere of influence, colleagues, future colleagues, networking events. Just talk about what you do. You're not going to get it done behind a computer screen. So it's all about connecting with real human beings and making real connections, and also being trustworthy. So having a good work ethic, being somebody that people can rely on, overly communicating about what you do. And then once you do have somebody on the hook, understanding how it works. It's a big, big thing, guys. You can't just like willy-nilly put these deals together, because you're talking about somebody's real cash. So putting the deals together, you sign a note and you sign a mortgage. So the mortgage is what ties the property as collateral. They're acting as a bank. So if somebody lends me 100 grand on a house, if I don't pay them back, they take the house back as collateral. And then the note is going to outline the monetary side of it. So they're just going to say 100 grand. Let's say I pay 12%. So that's going to be $12,000 for the year. It's going to outline what we're paying for the security. So now you got a note, you got a mortgage. We're also going to sign so the note is going to be split in two if you want to do it professionally, a promissory cognovate note. So promissory is you promising to pay it back. You sign it personally, you sign it as your business. Get an LLC, make sure you're doing this as a business. So you promise to pay them back, and also your business promises to pay them back. It's called a personal guarantee. So signing personally means if your business goes out of business, they're going to come after your personal assets too. It's a very serious thing. If you go under, they're going to come after your assets because they want their money back. They don't care about the deal. They don't care how much money you're going to make. They care about if they're going to get their money back in the return that they were promised. So promissory note, I promise to pay you back, and signing it cognovately means I am giving up my rights to a judge. So if somebody goes and forecloses on me, I lose, essentially. So you can search those names. I'm not going to go super in detail. Talk with an attorney. I also give these notes and mortgages out. I have templates in my Kickstarter program. So for $99 a month, you can get it. You can learn how to raise private money. I got a longer video than this on there teaching you both of these things. So then on top of that, it's like, okay, now I know where to find it, kinda. I know how to secure it, mostly. Now, the last thing is, where do I find it? How do people lend it? So number one is gonna be cash sitting in a bank account. Cash sitting in a bank account, cash is trash, whatever they wanna say. Since COVID happened, inflation, all that stuff. People know that keeping your money in a bank account is not the best use of dry cash. So getting it onto something that's gonna actually give you security and also grow is important. So number one is cash. Number two, home equity line of credit. So in the last 5-6 years, houses have appreciated 30, 40, 50% in some areas. So the house that was worth 100 grand is now worth 140 to 150. That means that that person may owe 60 grand and it just jumped 40 more grand in equity. You can tap into that equity without selling your house. It's called a line of credit. So if I get a line of credit on my house, let's say I get it at 8%, they then lend you that money at 14%. They're now arbitraging 6% money on money they didn't even know existed. So it's, once again, it's all about educating on what's possible.
That's the main point. It's like, not everybody who lends money is rich.
Exactly. The biggest thing, there's a great point from Rob. Can they hear you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Most of my lenders are not rich. Not even like, you would never know these people have money. One of my biggest lenders is a school teacher because he was smart with his money. He bought some houses back in the day. He put money in his IRA, which is going to be my next thing. IRAs and 401ks. If you're fed up or somebody's fed up with the ups and downs in the market and they're promised this 65 years old retirement, which is bullshit, they can take their IRAs and 401ks. Now this is a deeper conversation, but if it's non-contributing, meaning the business that they work at is not actively matching their IRA, they can roll it into a self-directed. A self-directed IRA, you can lend on real estate deals. And there's many things that I'm going to tell you about this, but the two main things are, number one, it's a tax-free method. When it goes out of your IRA and back, you're not taxed on the gain. And number two is you and the lender, you create the interest rate. So it's a very, very lucrative thing. I've paid probably $2 million plus to lenders in the last 4 years out of IRAs. So like, we're giving somebody a monetary investment of a lifetime where you can get 6% in IRA. I'm doubling it compounding. And you're not just doubling it, you're literally tripling, quadrupling because it's compound interest. It's fucking amazing. So, open your eyes to what's possible. So we got cash, we got home equity line of credit, we got self-directed IRAs, cash value life insurance policies. If you have a whole life policy, you're getting cash, and that's very low interest. People can lend you out of that. And then lastly, is stock portfolios. If you have a very high equity stock portfolio, you can borrow against it, and you can lend that money, and you don't sell your stock, so you're getting compound interest on that too. So this is how the rich think. This is how people actually make money. This is how people actually retire. This is how people actually get ahead in life. So if you work your ass off to make money, learn how to invest it. Okay, so that's private money. So these are people that you're gonna meet. So now it's like, okay, well, I don't know somebody with 200 grand, let's call it.
I wanted you to just add that, like, because a lot of comments people get are like, oh, but you gotta put a down payment on like private money.
Yeah, okay, that's a good point.
Explain how that works.
So private money has no regulations. Private money is a private loan between you and that person. It's not what I'm going to talk about next, hard money. It's not a company. They don't require down payments. They will literally lend you 100%. This house I'm going to now, we bought it for $235. We put 50 grand in the rehab. I raised the entire thing from a private money lender, purchase and rehab, day one. So it is possible. You just gotta pay attention to what you're listening to, because you do not need a down payment for private money. If you're talking to a private money lender that says they need a down payment, they're either extremely savvy investor, they're also real estate investors, or they're a hard money company. Most of my lenders are not in real estate. They trust me, they trust my assets, and also when you sign personally on a private money note, that means if you have more assets to your name, the easier it is to get cash. Because if I default on a $100,000 loan and I've got $20 million of real estate, we've got probably 25 now, 15 of that being equity, or 10 of that being equity, that means if I default on a $100,000 loan, they're gonna come after my other assets, legally. So that's private money. Number two is gonna be hard money. Hard money are going to be companies that lend money. Now there's more, it works exactly like private money, but there's more parameters. You need to get a credit pull, you need to send them a scope of work, you need to go through underwriting, the business is lending to you, and also you're gonna make monthly payments to them. So there's a lot of different things, but the big thing is they're gonna give you 80 to 90% of purchase, 100% of rehab. So in this house that I'm going to, I bought for $235. They would have given me 10% of that, or I would have had to bring 10% as a down payment. So I had to bring 23,500 as down payment, plus closing costs, plus points. And then they're gonna give me the rest of the rehab in an escrow. They're not gonna give me the rehab up front. I gotta do the work, then they're gonna come out for draw inspections to see if the work is done, then they're gonna give me the cash. So private money's better in most ways for that reason. Because number one is I can get the rehab up front, so I'm not chasing my tail, and two, I'm not making monthly payments to my lenders. So cash flow is a really important thing in investing. The reason why people go out of business is for cash flow reasons. They ran out of cash, they're servicing this debt. Like right now, I use hard money. I also use a lot of private money. We've got 55 units in construction. I have $100,000 in monthly payments going out right now to hard money. It hurts. It sucks every month. So I would rather pay a couple more interest percentages up to have it accrue to exit, meaning I pay it at the very end. So hard money companies, if you guys need a hard money referral, I'll link it in the show notes. It's Turnus. They're great. They can do 100% financing if the deal is good enough too. So if you're 70% of ARV all in, they will lend you 100% of that deal. So, and then on top of that, in my community, I have a contractor referral for most of the country that if you use Turnus, so in that contractor, I'm trying to explain this the right way, the contractor needs 50% down. I always say never pay a down payment, but it's a publicly traded company. They're not going to take your money. Turnus will pay your down payment to them. So if you find a really good deal and you use my money partner and you use my contractor, you literally have to do nothing. They will fund it. Find a really good deal, like I said in the very beginning, and let the other things come into place. So creative things you can do. Raise private money for your down payment. So in this scenario I just gave you, purchase $235,000, I have to bring 25 grand to close, let's call it. You can raise 25 to 30 grand or 40 grand from a private money lender, and now you have 100% financing. So get out of your small think mindset of, man, I don't know anybody with cash. You know, oh, my family doesn't have money. I've never been around money. Listen, guys, I know people that were poorer than poor and are extremely wealthy now in real estate because they're doing what I'm saying. Like, it's not about where you're at now, it's about where you're going. If you can be educated and you can go talk to people, this is the most even playing field I've ever seen. It's for anybody. You just got to have the balls to go do it. So that's how you raise money. That's how you structure it. If you do a hard money and private money mix, you sign a note and mortgage with both of them. It's the same process for it all. Rob, you got anything else to add to that?
That's beautiful.
So we're about 5 minutes away from the house. Hopefully you guys like that little, we're gonna maybe start adding a little bit of this in. It also cuts up the monotony, so I don't have to listen to Rob sing some R&B in my ear while we're going to, unless it's Usher. Cool, we'll see you in 5 minutes. Situations will arise. You gotta be cool about it. Celebration. Yeah, I can't sing, so what? But you turn some Usher on. We're gonna sing. How we doing? Alrighty. So this house here, see if I can find a lockbox. Usually put them on a tree. Lockbox. Oh, there it is.
It's on some wood.
Do you take a picture inside?
Huh?
Do you take a picture inside?
We can. We're just making a YouTube video.
Because I feed this one.
Oh, we're not taking pictures yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. Do your thing.
Thank you.
So as I said before, we bought this one. Wow, looks nice. For $235,000. $235,000, and as we were looking through the comparable sales in the area, we realized that they don't have to be crazy, crazy nice. So there was a lot of as-is and renovated ones kind of selling in the same number. So we were like, okay, how can we make this thing nice but also not over rehab it? So the house we just came from, we're like, okay, we're gonna go balls to the wall, we're gonna make this thing nice, but then we got areas like this where it almost doesn't make a difference. So it's really important to understand your micro markets, and you don't just rehab every house to the nicest T. So like, for example, what's working a lot for us right now is buying listing houses. I just bought a duplex for 116, we threw it on the market for 170 when contract in a day. Whereas I could have spent 6 months renovating it, put 150 grand into it to make maybe close to the same amount that we're gonna get. So LVP floors are in. So here, I'm kind of just walking through to make sure, I don't have my blue tape with me, but I just want to make sure that we're not missing anything really, really big. So, I mean, you want to look at your drywall, you want to make sure it's punched out properly. The biggest thing for me too is like, we just did a lot of work, we're about to put it on the market, it needs to be nice. And it also needs to show well. So like, if you're gonna paint, make sure you don't paint shitty. It seems very simple, but it's not. Make sure your paint lines aren't on your floors. Make sure your quarter round is caulked in. Walls look good. Ceilings are cut in different colors. I mean, this paint job is done actually very well. The floors look really good. Like when you're installing floating LVP floors, you have a cut here, it ends here, you start a new one. Your next piece should not start right at the same. You should not have equal parts, because one, they have to snap in, and two, it needs to look like a natural floor. They make LVP look like wood. So you start with a small piece, you go with a long piece, middle piece, and you gotta just piece it in. So it's just the small things that you'll learn over time that make a big difference. Alrighty.
Compton, as soon as we walked in, it had that Compton feel.
Yep. Kitchen.
Nice kitchen.
Nice little kitchen. So here, these cabinets were existing. They were gray, they were nasty. But the crazy thing was, this granite was already on the cabinets. So is this design the design that I would like? Would I choose this? Probably not, because my dishwasher is over here and you got to run your drain line. So I would have done like dishwasher here and I would have taken it out. Maybe I didn't do a peninsula, but since we already have a $3,000 or $2,500 slab of granite here, I'm gonna keep it. So we made do with what we had. So, and then we painted the cabinets that were here. These are new contractors. They actually did a really fucking good job.
If you would have done this, you would have probably brought the counter all the way to this window.
Yeah, I would have opened it up, make it bigger because it feels a little tight. But overall, this is really nice and functional.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do as I go through is I'm gonna obviously turn on all my lights, run my disposal, it needs cleaned out. Make sure there's no leaks. Do we have water to our fridge? We don't. So maybe we do that. I mean, this looks pretty damn good.
It does.
It really does.
I mean, even though the kitchen's small, it still feels really grand.
Yeah, I feel like because we weren't gonna stage this because we didn't think it was gonna be that nice.
But it's nice.
I think we have to stage this.
Yeah, it's nice.
Sumac is looking really good. Period. We should definitely stage this house. Period. These contractors are actually very good.
Was this Daniels?
Yeah. I mean, maybe we paint the garage floor.
What the fuck? This switch goes to this ceiling fan. Yeah, you hit that switch.
Oh, they just tied it into that.
But I don't know if this switch goes to that.
Interesting. Okay. So technically, Am I gonna switch this out? Maybe not, so take this all with a grain of salt. If I was doing a home inspection right now, and I'm gonna do a video like that here soon, just so you guys know I'm not full of shit. I'm gonna go to a brand new house that we've never went to before, and I'm gonna just inspect the entire house and show you guys the ins and outs of what that looks like. This door from a garage to the house should be a steel self-closure. It needs to be fire rated. So this is a wooden door. Now it looks good, it's been here for a long time, but technically that would not be the code. Another thing here, so we have paneled walls. Most people would be like, you gotta get rid of them, looks like shit. To me, in this area, once again, looking at your comparable sales, this is okay. And then lastly, we've got older wooden windows. Pretty shitty. Shall we replace these? Maybe, but I'm leaving maybe 1 or 2 things for a buyer to come back on their request to remedy. So when they do their home inspection, they're like, you know what, the windows are old, we want money off. I'm gonna say, okay, I'll replace the windows, as long as it keeps the house in contract. Honestly, right now, if you make your house too nice, people are weird about that too. It's just a weird market. So like, if you make it too nice and everything's brand new, an inspector is going to find something that they're going to want, because they want to make sure that their job's worth it. So we're just going to leave stuff for people. It's like windows, might end up replacing it, but this all looks really good. What do you think about this, Rob? I think it looks like shit. I told Dana we should remove it and or paint it.
I think you should at least paint it if you can do a good job, because it's all fucking burnt at the bottom.
I might be, do you want to go to a house in Gahanna with me to check in? Question mark. All right, so I'm gonna grip my notes out. Sumac loop. Paint. What's that called?
Fireplace cover?
Fireplace cover.
Yeah.
Black.
Shank.
I really like this mantle though. Makes it pop. I know there used to be, I think we put a new roof on this thing. I think there was a leak right here. This place looks so much different. There was a wall right here. These contractors did a damn good job. I've been here one time, by the way, guys. So if your systems and your processes are good enough, I came here and I built the scope of work with my team member. Have not been back since till today. It's been 2 months, never been back. And I don't say that to brag, it's just, if you want to actually get into real estate and have freedom and time freedom and like, actually not have to micromanage people, learning to do your pre-construction, meaning your scope of work and your planning, is really, really important. All right, let me turn this off. I know the hot water works, so I can see it. I just want to make sure there's no leaks here. No. Caulk countertops and backsplash. These contractors are really good.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, if you've watched my videos and you know me, I'm extremely particular, and it takes everything in me to say that somebody's really good. These guys are pretty fucking good. I mean, you've never been here, have you, Rob? Mm-hmm. Ah, okay. So down here, there was like a water line that they had this all cut out here. I mean, this is really nice. This place looks absolutely amazing, LOL.
It really does. I'm not seeing too much.
No.
I love the little
Downstairs door to unfinished room needs one more coat.
I love when they cut the doors.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, damn. There was a big plumbing leak here, so this was all stained. I mean, this looks really fucking good. Furnace is old. We're definitely gonna get that comment in the inspection. Electrical panel looks fine. A lot of double neutrals, holy hell. So you got doorbell there. That one might be doubled.
That shit looks crazy to me. Just like all the wires and shit coming off, like to the right of it and all that.
Yeah, that's gonna be like doorbell stuff here, low voltage. but like here, so like your electrical panel, so you got a 100 amp house, which is really not a lot. It's probably not enough. So if you were to build a house this big, you're gonna do 200 amps. So you got this here, which could also, this is actually your doorbell here. So one of them is gonna be doubled. This is gonna be your doorbell. So technically you can't put 2 wires under one lug. So then you got 2 wires over here. I think this one's doubled. So this one's doubled here. So we got one that's definitely doubled. But it just kind of is what it is. Like, if a buyer comes back and they say, hey, if they give us a good price and they say, hey, some of your electric is lightly overloaded, maybe we budget for a new panel and we give them what they want. So that's just kind of how it is. Same with this water heater. So like the water heater here is 1438, so it's a 2014. So that makes it 11 years old. It actually looks older than that. I mean, average water heater, 8 to 10 years. Okay.
This is the first time we use this crew?
Yeah.
Damn.
They crushed it. The next house we're going to is the same crew. So making me excited to go see that. I've checked, this isn't the first time I've seen these houses. Like I check in on pictures. We use an app called Company Cam, and my team members go and take pictures every time they're at a house. So as I'm doing other things, like every day I'm checking in on these projects. So it's not like I'm going in blind, but like this basement space is fucking amazing, bro. I thought this house was gonna be like kind of as is-y, not that nice. I'll tell you today. So I'll show you guys here. Sumac. I'm not gonna record my screen because it's not all that important. So like today, as of today, we spent 33 grand on rehab. I've accrued $7,500, $62.19 of interest. If I sell it for $350 before commissions and closing costs, I'm partnered with an agent. So we're not gonna pay real estate agent sides on my end, but we'll pay 3%, we'll make 70 grand. So, yeah, not a bad day. We'll end up probably making 50. But looking at this thing now, it could go over ask. We're gonna price it really aggressive and see how it goes. Okay. In here.
Huh. It's not finished.
Looks nice. Obviously you need a sink, faucet, and half bath.
How's that toilet? How's that turlet?
Turlet. I'll say it's good enough. I'll say it's good enough.
Everything just smells so new.
It smells, yeah, just really, really nice. I don't remember it going up this way.
Ain't no hallway light out switch up here. That's what's up.
That is a good job. Doors have glides on them. Closets have, I mean, it sounds so simple, like doors have glides on the bottom so they don't flap. Closets have rods. Like, all those things people forget. It's often so overlooked. Full bath, we redid.
No needs faucet.
Painted the vanity. New surround. This looks great. I mean, literally, I don't see anything that I think I can throw a stone at. Kind of crazy. You got a makeshift doorstop. I think that works.
Don't forget to add the note.
And full bath upstairs.
Got some chip right here, but it's a little shit.
Yeah, it's okay.
Damn.
Clean out the inside of windows. I mean, realistically, they probably should hit these with a coat of paint.
Yeah, they don't match. They look yellow.
And hit with a coat of paint. But I mean, overall, my drywall looks so good.
I feel like it's rare.
Paint look, huh?
It's rare to come to the
Very
house
rare.
and to be like not one
Make
thing.
sure your door is shut and latch. Make sure you got locking door sets. Make sure you got your hinges that match your handles. Okay, we got our primary with a bathroom. Probably should do an elongated toilet, but kind of is what it is. I mean, my project manager's gonna test. Rob can like chop this up and send it to him. I never go to a house and say it looks good. There's always something I bitch about.
There's no door stop behind primary bathroom
Okay.
or bedroom.
Door stop in the primary, both doors.
Might be all the doors.
That one has it. They're existing.
Oh yeah, this one does too.
Well, I mean, this window's fucked.
It's open. There's like a street right here. Nothing too crazy. Closet doors might need hit on the edges or no?
Repair window in front left bedroom. Paint the edge of closet doors in bedroom. Front left bedroom.
Most people would just look at it and be like, ah, nah. But it would catch the eye of someone.
Let's go check out this basement. I mean, this is
We already hit the basement, pimp.
we hit the basement? No, we didn't. We did hit the basement. God, I'm way turned around. What house do I think I'm in right now?
Compton?
No. Yes, actually, Compton. Maybe that drywall line, but I'm gonna let that slide. All right.
It's on both sides. I didn't shut these lights off. Yes, I did. You get to follow me now. That was the easy punch out.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some drywall imperfections in some places, but it's like, I don't think you can do much.
This place actually looks really good, period. Let's get it staged before we take pictures. Can't beat it. So this one will go live. We try to get pictures on Thursday to go live on a Friday. We try to give people the weekend to come and look at it.
Yeah, that one done.
Yeah, it's all jacked up.
Hell yeah.
Key away and walk around the outside. All right. Vinyl siding was existing. Looks good. My downspouts go underground to the street. I'm gonna have to go back around the other way. I feel like we pressure washed the siding too.
It's clean.
Place looks good.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I shouldn't sound so shocked, but I kind of am.
It's because it's like new crews and everything.
New crew.
You haven't been here?
I didn't hear much about this house. Like, I didn't even think it was as close as it was. Like, I thought I was gonna come here and be, man, this thing has so much more. I know there was like siding missing here that we had to resecure or replace. Door looks great.
A lot of trash.
Hopefully they're gonna plan to clean us up, but if not, I'm just gonna do it.
Motion lights on back. Our porch back door light.
I'm thinking of wagon wheel. You know the one that we got that little monster truck from?
I didn't go to that one.
Ah, I just did a scope there with E-Man.
I saw the
Same,
The
pretty
IG
much
video.
same house.
Got some grading issue right there, but I would fix.
Rear motion light needs resecured and replaced.
I'll take grading out here.
Regrade the rear around the AC.
This is what you don't want. See how it dips in. That pulls water. We got some cracked J channel up there, but it's small.
Yeah, it's okay. Looks good.
Why didn't they pull all these boxes? Oh, they go.
I was thinking about pulling like all the satellite stuff, but it's clean enough, and somebody can. I mean, it's Spectrum. Somebody's gonna use Spectrum again, so you might as well keep the lines. Well,
What about some?
might as well not beat around the bush. Let's go to the third house. I think we're done here.
See, Tom picks the trash up at all his properties if it's on the ground. That's how much he cares.
Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to set the example too. Like, your contractors are here. They're gonna see you doing it, and they're gonna be like, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
that person cares."
And me, I gotta hold the camera, so I can't help. It's terrible.
Lockbox, lockbox.
We're on, son.
There's a lot of fucking leaves here.
It's a lot of trees, bruh. We've been to this house a few times on the channel.
Have we?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we walked it that one day when the chick came in,
Yeah, I know we did the initial.
and then we came back a few project check-ins ago.
Okay.
Because you were like, I thought we were taking this whole wall out.
Gotcha. I remember that. Okay. So I think it's been maybe a month since we did that. Same contractors as the last house that we were just at, and I was extremely happy with that. So this house is, I think, getting listed Friday. So we will see if it's ready to be listed Friday.
It's a real moment of truth right here. Ain't no electricity.
Definitely got electricity. Just don't know why it's not turning on.
Try to switch over there on the wall.
All right, so the first thing is these switches need replaced.
And that's the thing, just because they did really well on the last house, they were working on two at the same time, so did they cut corners on one?
Okay, so initially, I'm gonna start my list. These outlets, I don't think were switched. So you can see all the dust in there. I mean, you kind of can't in here, but this has been painted over. So either got to clean it all off or replace them. Those are not new.
Dirty.
So I'm gonna start a new list here. Long strap.
Just remember, it's that meticulous.
Replace the 4 switches as you walk in to the right, comma, they were not replaced, period. We refinished hardwood floors. We got beautiful, real hardwood floors throughout this place. And then the big change is, this kitchen. So this is some of the things we're doing in these nicer houses that are just a little bit different from houses that people are gonna see on the market, you know? So you got a beautiful, 7-foot island here. Nice granite countertops. You got slim shaker cabinets. Still need some poles on some of these, but like, you got herringbone backsplash. I mean, it's a really nice house. I don't know why they didn't do the dish, why they did the...
But also these different finishes come because we're in Gahanna as well.
Yeah, we're in a nice area. Hopefully that pushes back more, because this is an issue here. The dishwasher hits it still needs to go back a couple, 3/4 inches.
There's room.
It's hitting something.
It's hitting the plug.
Yeah.
So it won't go back further than that.
Yep. Range plug needs moved to the floor so it can slide back all the way so the dishwasher can open, period. I don't know why we didn't do, maybe we had this here and it wouldn't open here, so they moved it over, but I don't hate that. Light fixture's really nice. Crown molding looks pretty good.
I like it. The pendants are nice.
Yeah, this is what he was talking about. So the contractors They didn't use any Schluter.
Damn.
So Schluter is your finish piece at the end of your, like let's say a shower or like an end piece. So it should go up and then down here just to give it a nice finish edge. And they didn't do them. But I think, I mean, this far you can't add it now. It just kind of is what it is. So now a lot of contractors, that's expected. We need to be good enough as investors to know that that goes in our scope and that goes into our material list, so we don't say, oh, contractor, you forgot it. Everything is on you as the investor. Everything falls back on you at the end of the day. We need cabinet poles installed on a few of these.
All of them.
Cabinet poles on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cabinets. So we'll run some water for a little bit. We'll see how that ends up going. This overhang's nice. I like these new fans we're using.
Isn't it mandatory to have a outlet on an island or not?
Yeah, I mean for code, yeah, but we didn't pull permits. So. Nice little sunroom.
Why do we keep the carpet?
I think we replaced this carpet.
It looks stained.
Yeah, we gotta clean it. Shouldn't even really be, it should be covered, but this is brand new carpet.
Whoa, hold on, sorry, viewers.
Light bulbs in sunroom. Scrape down paint off rear door.
You care about this shit? All these outlets are on that trim, pushing them out with gaps.
No. There's only so much you can do. You either cut it, that's fine with me.
Those are those little things though.
Deep clean the windows and the sills. It's like, why would you put a new light fixture up and screw it in with no lights in it? It's like, you know we're gonna have to take it down to put it in. It's just silly shit like that. Let's see if this is leaking at all. There's nothing in the disposal, that's craziness. Okay, dishwasher needs hooked up as well. Dishwasher needs hooked up. Kitchen's pretty sick. I love these light. I mean, these light fixtures are actually really nice.
Yeah. Got some drywall pops in the ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much you can do when you're patching existing ceilings. I think they did a really good job because there was a wall right here. Yes, there was. There was cabinets right here.
There was cabinets
to the ceiling.
Yeah, they went around.
So, I mean, there were ceiling patches we did right here. So this was
like this.
not easy. Looks good. I feel like they just don't have lights in any of these fucking lights. Need lights in all of the light fixtures. Oh wow, that's nice. Really nice. Not bad.
The bathroom lights match the kitchen.
Agreed. I feel like we should have done this as a 3 light.
Instead of 4. You're probably right.
Kind of is what it is. I'm not gonna. I don't hate it. Got like marble floors too. This is a sick house. They did a really good job. Tile work is clean. So this is what a Schluter is. So this is your outside tile edge that goes in behind. So it just makes it give a finished look. Let's see if this. These doors are like a creamy, I know, like a taupe. Leaks a little bit. Yep. Hallway bathroom leaks at P-trap. Yeah, your glides down there. Those doors sit up pretty high, but it is what it is. Back bedroom needs vent cover. This place looks damn good. I'll admit it. Doorstop?
Nope. It's kind of weird.
Back bedroom needs a doorstop. All doors need doorstop. But it's important to have paper on your floors all the way through the rehab. I mean, you've watched my maybe last YouTube video. I had a canary on my team. I think Dana maybe heard. So Dana, Bruce, and Andrew. Andrew was the one I was yelling at. I think Dana heard how mad I was, so he papered the floors really fast over here.
This one needs a vent cover behind the door too.
Yeah, it's over on the window.
Ah, see.
Vent cover in middle bedroom. So you got that one. That's too. Looks like it might be too small. Let's see if the light's actually working here. Jesus, guys, it's crazy.
What's up with this corner?
Transition from hardwood to tile. This looks nice. Primary vanity light install and accessories.
I feel like I got busted a little Euro out. Little
Well-
Euro sink.
We got the corner one. He said it wouldn't fit through the door.
Yeah, so that's big.
So this going up, sliding against the wall is fine.
I would just put the mirror flat in.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
He said this one. That was a corner vanity, and now they got the corner. He had the corner mirror for this, which is actually, this is really cool. So it was planned out if he would have gotten it through the fucking door.
I'd probably put the mirror here, and then, but the vanity light's already there. Yeah.
Plumbing's all in this wall.
Oh, word.
So I think, yeah, we have to, I think it's fine. So, I mean, you come into your bathroom and be like this instead of like, so this pops out your toilet, you might hit your knees on it.
Did you choose to keep the
Yeah, this was all existing.
shower and everything?
Probably should do a new head.
That's what I was gonna say. I would do a new shower head that looks old and ratty compared to everything
New
else.
shower head in primary. I mean, this is the stuff that'll hold you up. But like, if you can, one sec, I feel like somebody took a shit in here and didn't flush it. I was smelling poop. This is the stuff that will like hold you up because like this isn't enough money for a contractor to come back. So this is when you need to hold money back for your contractors, get everything on site for them, and just like I hate to say micromanage the hell out of them, because if not, they're gonna go do other jobs where they're actually making money. So it's really, really important that you have everything on site for them. If you're buying the materials, which what we do, you gotta be doing stuff like that.
Some of the double light switches.
So this looks great. I mean, we need a transition in the, right here. Transition from hardwood to tile to front door. Who put that there?
Shout for the trim.
Nope, no leaks. Set this basement. Tile's not bad. This basement, I mean, we'll link the old videos in here, but this basement used to be just filled with stuff, moldy, nasty. Wall right here. Now it's just, there was no comps to tell us that if we finished it, it would give us crazy value. But now you got, I mean, somebody can finish this if they want. The ceiling's already finished for you. It's a great space. And you can put a pool table down here. You can make this whatever you want it to be. But this is as far as we're taking it. So unfinished, nice, we'll clean it, call it a day. Now all we got is the outside, and we'll call it a day. But I would say like interior quality with these new contractors, 8.5 out of 10, maybe even a 9. I don't give anybody a 10, other than my boy Hector and Alberto. Maybe Uriel too. Just depends on the day. Wow. This was filled with shit when we bought it. Wow, okay. I'd say the doors just need cleaned really well. Make sure the doors and the glasses on the exterior doors gets cleaned and scraped down really well. So what I mean by that is, like, they got paint on here. If you take a sharp edge and you clean them off, because I mean they didn't cut this in at all. So like, it just looks like shit. So you gotta come through and scrape that down, clean it, and then it'll look good. All right, well, so head outside and check out the rest of this place. I don't want to make you guys sit and watch a 2-hour video, but hopefully you guys, if you've gotten to this point, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Hopefully you guys get a little bit of good information out of this. Oh, I didn't even mention this one. We bought this one for, God, I want to say $280. Let me see. Long Strath. I bought this house for
$1 million.
Dude, these people are just up my freaking ass all the time. All right, 220, yeah, 280. We paid a $60,000 assignment on this. So we bought it for 280. As of today, we have spent $44,000 renovating this house. So I'm all in right now, 320. I think this house easily sells for 400, if not like 429.9, maybe even into the 450 range. Because as you can guys see, this house is really nice. It's got a great lot. We'll walk outside and show you guys kind of the ins and outs of the exterior, but I think this house has a great flow to it. You got a living room that's extremely spacious. It flows into your kitchen. So you got nice kind of entertaining space. You got this back area for, I don't know, a coffee room, and then you got your bedroom. It's a really nice house.
And then you got all that space in the basement.
Big old skylight. It's covered in paint. We'll just clean that off.
They got blinds on it? What the?
I've never seen that before.
I quit.
Let Rob go out first.
Fucking blinds.
Ladies
on the
first. Rob's my second favorite lady. Just kidding, Mom. Rob, you're my third.
I was like, what about your mom, bro?
I think we got 2 stops on it.
The outside looks great. I still don't know why they painted that black.
The green is sick. And so the roof was green, and we painted it black. I believe. I think we. Oh yeah, we did paint it black. So we got black accents, green, or black roof, green doors. So you can paint metal. There's a metal roof paint. It's really expensive, but it turned this house because it had a nice metal roof. I didn't want to replace it, but it was ugly. Oh, Michaela's here.
Can I ask you
what
about all the chipping finish on the shed and shit? FHA, baby.
So if we get an FHA buyer, which is a 3.5% loan, you can't have any chipping paint anywhere. So technically, they would call out stuff like this, sheds and all. So if we do get an FHA buyer, I know when we get that offer, we're gonna have to come in and do a coat of paint on this thing. I think we already did paint it, but you gotta try your best. But I think we already did paint it. It
is painted.
It's already, I mean, it's just deteriorated. It's a fence, or not a fence, a gate.
Yeah, it's a fence.
Or not a gate. It's a shed.
Why'd you choose not to?
We still got a fence coming in.
Okay. I was like, this is all fucking different color.
So we're ripping that out and we're doing a different kind of fence. We're not doing a 6-foot privacy. We're doing more like a country style. So like posts with things in the middle. But big old deck. We repaired it. We painted it. Doors. You name it. So we'll end up spending 50 grand on this thing. Hopefully we walk out of this making 40 to 50 grand. I think this is a great house in a great school district. We did great on our design. We did great on our finishes. And we're just not listing it at a great time. Christmas is in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So we might wait till the new year to list this one if we can't get it done this week. But if you like the real side of real estate, if you guys want to learn how to invest in real estate, I know this was a longer video, but if you guys want to see the real ins and outs, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.